Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for
Something on my chin. Miss Carrie looks around. Hello. Chris, I'm gonna be home soon. Good to know. Robbie, welcome. I hope everybody's doing well. Jonathan Miller, you pointed out a good point about the judge shown in the thumbnail. She does a few things that I don't necessarily agree with. But I wonder how many people challenge her on her grammar. She's not seeing a lot of lawyers. She's seeing, thank you, a lot of like 3 a.m. people. Hi, Dale. I bet you're not. Hi, Hector. He says hello. Guys, I hope everybody's doing well today. I didn't realize it was Wednesday. I really thought it was Tuesday. It's not. I don't know why. We talked about Taco Tuesday. It's just not. Anyways, so that's great. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, guys. Yeah. My hair with my headband and my green eyeshadow today, branching out, trying all the new things. What was I gonna say? Yesterday's case was really good. We had a great case. Hey, baby, Courtney. Oh, what I was gonna say is, what did you have for dinner today? Tell me what you had for dinner. If you didn't like what you had for dinner, tell me what you wish you had. Courtney, are you lurking, dabbing in the bathtub? Tuesday was so yesterday. I know, Hector. It was like totally yesterday. You're right. Oh my gosh. But it is been a Wednesday, that's for sure. Oh, chicken wings. That sounds pretty good, Beverly. Chicken wings do sound pretty good. Mozzarella sticks sounds good as well, Miss Carrie. Courtney's dogs are eating probably better than some of us. Courtney loves her dogs. I saw a short earlier today. Ooh, made soup. Yeah, I know. It's only 4 p.m. here too, Hector. That's why I ask it, because I want ideas for my dinner later. But in reality, I'm going to drink this hot coffee. It's hot. I'm going to drink the hot coffee. I might eat again at like 10 o'clock tonight. We'll see how it goes. But soup. Okay, so here's a funny thing. In my house, I like soup, but I don't. It's not acceptable in my house to provide it as food. Like my roommate / ex-boyfriend, like if I was ever to suggest food like soup as like dinner, he'd be like, soup is not food. That would be a classic thing for him to say. Oh yeah, Miss Carrie, how's that going? It is so difficult. I dealt with it for months before, and it's just a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. But we're glad to see you here tonight. It's Creed's birthday, for anybody that doesn't know. Over on We Got a Case, We Got a Chase, Credence and Mikey, and then we got a jackpot. He went a little cray-cray last night. Oh, good. Yeah, they'll drag their butt on it. I know. How is soup not food? I know. But I feel like basically he just says like it's not food, like it's maybe an appetizer at best. And I'm like, what the fuck do you think appetizers are? Fucking non-food? They're food too. But again, there's a reason we're not together. Because I love soup. I make a lot of soup. But anyways, okay. So we are going to watch a little bit of Bond Court. I actually have to admit something. I didn't check which judge it is. It is Thursday. Yeah, this is just going to take 1 minute. So we'll talk a little bit more about. Is it back now? That's because I'm trying to get fucking StreamYard. Is it better now? Could be worse. Ugh, terribly worse. Canadian internet. That's right. Let's see. Does that make it any better? Probably. As the judges always say. Can you stop your video? Your bandwidth seems to be affecting this problem or the court hearing. Give me 1 second.
Good afternoon, ladies. I'm Judge Vigorito. I'm the magistrate judge this afternoon.
Oh, I lied. It does. Look at us. Okay, so this is who so it's not the judge that I put on the thumbnail. I apologize. It's Judge Vigorito. He doesn't show his face. I didn't realize he was even in this, but apparently he is. So let's try this.
I'm not here to decide whether you're innocent or guilty. I'm just here to explain your charges, your rights, and your options on how to get out of jail. You're all charged with some type of a criminal offense based on the sworn statement of a law enforcement officer. That officer is swearing to enough that would lead a reasonable person to believe that you committed a criminal offense. Doesn't mean you've been found guilty. You're presumed innocent unless proven guilty. You'll have an opportunity to talk to an attorney before making any decisions on how to handle your case. If you want a copy of the statement of the police officer that's being used as the basis for your charges, you can get that from your attorney or the clerk's office in the next few days. Now, you're all entitled to certain rights under the Constitution in any criminal case. I'm going to go over your rights. And I'm going to talk about your options on how to get out of jail. And I'm going to call you each one by one and talk to you each about your individual situation. Okay. In any criminal case, you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to make any statements about your case. If you give up your right to remain silent, whatever you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire a lawyer to represent you. If you don't have the money to hire your own attorney, you can request a court-appointed attorney. If the police or the prosecutor want to talk to you about the facts of your case, you don't have to talk to them about it if you don't want to. If you choose to talk to them, you can end the interview at any time, and you have the right to have a lawyer present during any discussion with the police or prosecutors about your case. You also have a right to a reasonable amount of time to talk with your lawyer before making any decisions about your case. If you're charged with a felony, you have the right to request an examining trial. That's not a full-blown trial. That's a preliminary hearing to argue that there's no probable cause, no reasonable basis to charge you with a crime. You can talk with your lawyer about whether that option makes sense in your case. If you're not a U.S. citizen, you need to be aware that a conviction of a criminal offense can affect your immigration status, your right to be in this country, and your ability to become a naturalized citizen in the future. And lastly, if you're not from the United States, you do have the right to request that we contact the embassy of your home country and let them know that you're here. Is there anybody here who's not from the United States and you want us to contact your home embassy? Anybody? No? All right. I know you all want to get out of jail. If you're able to get out of jail, you need to make sure you show up for all your court dates. If you don't, you'll be rearrested. It'd be a lot more difficult for you to get out of jail once you're back here. So if you're able to get out of jail, don't throw away your paperwork. Pay attention to when you need to be at court. Now, there are 4 ways to get out of jail, and I'll explain each one of them. First way is to qualify for a personal bond. If you qualify for a personal bond, you'll be released for free based on your promise to come to all your court dates. You'd have a bond amount set, but you wouldn't have to pay any of the bond amount in order to get out of jail. And as long as you show up for all of your court dates, you would never have to pay the bond amount. Now, personal bonds are offered in instances where the case is not too serious and where we have a reasonable certainty that you'll come to court when you're supposed to and that you won't be a danger to others or society if we let you out of jail while your case is pending. So we'll look at the facts of your case, your criminal record, your references, your history of coming to court in the past. And when I call your name, I'll let you know where you stand on the personal bond. If you qualify, you'll be released in the next few hours. There is a one-time $20 or $40 personal bond fee that you would need to pay within a week after your release. And an envelope would be attached to your paperwork to send that in. If you don't qualify for a personal bond, you have 3 other ways to get out of jail. Those 3 ways are you can hire a bail bondsman, you can hire a lawyer, or you can have someone come down to the jail with the full amount of the bond in cash. Now, if you go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer, it's between you and them how much they charge and what they can do for you. I can tell you that in Travis County, most bail bond companies tend to charge around 10% of the bond amount. It's their fee to get you out. So, for example, if your bond amount is $5,000, a bail bondsman would often charge you around $500 or more as their fee to get you out. You can also go through a lawyer. An attorney can come down here and try to convince me or one of the other judges to give you a personal bond that you weren't able to get on your own. A lawyer can advocate on your behalf based on the unique facts of your case and your situation and try to get you a personal bond. If you don't have the money to hire your own lawyer, you can request a court-appointed attorney, and your court-appointed lawyer can do the same thing and try to get you out of jail. Last way to get out is to pay the full amount of the bond in cash. If someone comes down to the jail with the full amount of the bond, not 10%, but the full amount in cash, cashier's check, or money order, then you'll be released. And as long as you come to all your court dates at the end of your case, you'll get your money back. Whereas if you go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer, whatever money you pay them, you generally won't get back. That's their fee to get you out. So those are your 4 ways to get out of jail. Qualify for a personal bond, hire a bail bondsman, hire a lawyer, pay the full cash bond. Regardless of which way you use, make sure you come to all your court dates or you will be rearrested. I'm gonna call your names. I'm gonna tell you your charges and your bond amount. And I'm gonna ask you whether you want a court-appointed attorney or whether you want to hire your own lawyer. If you have any questions at that point, go ahead and ask me. I'll do my best to answer your questions. If you want to know the punishment range of the charge that you're facing, just ask me and I'll tell you. All right, Lorna Bolson. Ms. Bolson,
Whoa, Judge, calm fucking down. We need to, jeez, Louise, we are guessing the crime. Time to guess the crime. What did she do? Okay, first of all, I believe they are organized in age order, with me out of order, but the rest of them in order of age, as far as I can tell. Possibly need to switch the next 2. But get your guesses in the chat. You can guess as many times as you can want. You can make silly guesses. You can make real guesses. It's all in fun. I love to see everybody putting their things in the chat. A DUI is always a good bet. a battery or domestic violence. You think that's what's happening here? You know what else I was thinking? What if we started a bond company, but we required them to let us videotape all of their proceedings and like post it and get them? Sort of funny. Oh my god, I have something in my eye. Just sometimes though. Putting a voodoo spell on her husband. Public indecency. You got the babies to one side, the seasoned ladies to the other. Opened a kissing booth at the gas station and then refused to brush her teeth. Oh, you guys are freaking hilarious. All right, that's it. No more bets. Let's get going.
You are charged with a Class B misdemeanor driving while intoxicated.
Woo!
The bond amount set at $2,000. However, I'm going to do a personal bond in your case. You're not going to have to pay the $2,000 as long as you show up for court. You do have one condition you need to comply with besides showing up for court, and that is you are required to be screened for alcohol counseling. So when you get out of jail, you'll have an additional piece of paper telling you where to do that screening. You just go to whatever classes they recommend, okay? Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Court-appointed. Do you have any questions? All right, good luck. Taylor Baran?
Oh, Taylor, what'd you do? All right, come on. What did Taylor do? She got bad internet. What did Taylor do? Make your guesses. Put them in the chat. I guess we're going with I bet she drove better drunk than sober. You guys are funny. Funny. Library was Taylor's. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Stop traffic as she flashed her boobs. Beverly. Also, Miss Carrie. I'm a little jealous of all of the sex bots that Creed gets, but I get it. Okay. No more bets. No more bets. No more bets. No more bets. There's the button, babes. No more fucking bets.
Yeah, you can just have a seat. Taylor Baran, you are charged with a Class A misdemeanor driving while intoxicated. Your bond amount's $3,500. However, I am going to do a personal bond in your case. You can be released today for free. You do have two conditions you need to comply with besides showing up for court. First of all, because this is not your first DWI, you are going to be required to install an ignition interlock device on your vehicle. That needs to be installed within 30 days of your.
I put it up there. I just didn't read it. I put it up. Taylor's the hot one, I guess you would say, right? I promise I put it up, Miss Carrie. Their jail must be full. Yeah, he's giving them all PR bonds, eh? It's okay.
Released today. You
just
cannot drive any vehicle at all until that device is installed. So you have an incentive to get it installed as soon as possible, even later today or tomorrow. Okay. You'll have 3 days from today to contact Travis County Pretrial Services and set up an appointment with them so they can walk you through this process and answer any questions you have. That number will be attached to your paperwork when you get out of jail. In addition, you are required to be screened for alcohol counseling. You'll have a piece of paper telling you where to go to do that screening, and you need to go to whatever classes they recommend. Okay. Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
Court-appointed.
Okay. Do you have any questions? Michaela Menley. Miss Menley, you're charged with the.
Oh, I'm catching each one. I'm doing so good. Okay. Michaela, what did Michaela do? She's got a double M name for the first and the last. We don't know what Granny did. Okay. Michaela. I think that Michaela trespass. I think trespass. Tortoise rescue. Oh, you guys. Oh my gosh. Also, yes, Ed, is that what she said? It's her second DUI? That's not good. Not good at all. These are guesses that are good. Oh, I'll read this one. Kayla was selling her pussy shots down at the come and go. Miss Carrie. Also, wow, there's Chris Engleby. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel pretty fabulous today. Let me say thank you. You rock my world. Thank you. Thank you. I've been working really hard today on some stuff up the pipeline. So we're in good spirits today, people. Good spirits. Michaela is guilty of a Valley Girl name. Well, I will just say one of my sisters is named Michaela, but this girl does look a little mad. Let's see. I think that she's being a Karen on her property. All right. Thank you again, Chris. No more bets, ladies and gentlemen. You did? I didn't see it. I'm barely ever on Discord, but I remember now. I do remember now. I'll message you. No more bets. No more bets. Let's go.
Class B misdemeanor theft. Your bond amounts $2,000. However, I'm going to do a personal bond in your case. You're going to get out of jail today for free. One of the conditions of your release, Miss Menley, is you're required to stay away from the Target store at 11220 FM 2222. You can't go back on that property. Understood?
Okay.
Do you want a court-appointed attorney? Do you have any questions? All right, good luck. Angela Carroll.
Oh, no.
Miss Carroll,
No, Miss Carol. All right, here we go. Miss Carol's the one beside Granny. Heather, it was Heather's birthday yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday, Heather. Hope you're doing well and enjoyed your birthday yesterday. It's Creed's birthday today, like I said. Let's get our guesses in on Carol, Miss Carol here. I mean, DUI has been it, you know. Also, do they remind you a little bit of a spa? Because they do a little bit me. You had a great day. I'm so glad to hear it. What's Discord, right? Okay. She's saying happy birthday out of tune. That's gonna be me. I am not good at singing. Some people disagree. I don't know. Listening to myself sing, I disagree. But singing, I feel okay about. It's weird. All right, let's go. No more bets. No more bets. No more bets.
charged with a Class A misdemeanor, assault causing bodily injury to a family or household member. Your bond amount set at $2,000. You also have a parole hold. So you're not going to be able to post bond until this parole hold is lifted. Our records show that you're on parole till 2027. Is that right? Or are you on parole? You don't know that you're on parole?
It's my first time being incarcerated in Travis County.
Well, I believe that the parole case is a Williamson County case. Does
Oh,
that sound familiar from back in the 90s?
I grew up as a damn kid.
from the 90s?
What's that?
I grew up as a kid.
Yeah. We show that you have a parole warrant and you're not going to be able to, you're not going to be released until that parole hold is lifted. Parole board will be reaching out to you in the next couple of days, talk to you about the process there. Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
Court appointed, please.
Do you have any questions? Good luck. Faith Strom. Ms. Strom, you charged with a Class A.
Who's this? Who's Faith? Is that the old lady? Or is there another girl beside the old lady? Also, what is going on in this place? She's on a 1990s parole hold. I don't know who he's talking about now. This might be the old lady. She does not look acknowledged. She does not look like she's acknowledged this. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. We're gonna have to just listen here for a little bit.
A misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury to a family member. Bottom line on that is set at 2,000. You also have a Class A misdemeanor unlawful restraint with a bond amount of 2,000. Total amount of your bond's 4,000. You're not going to get a personal bond because you're already out on bond on a similar charge from a couple months ago. You're going to need to go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer to get out. Now, a bail bondsman, if they're willing to do it for 10%, would be around $400. You'll have an opportunity to use a phone a little bit to try to make that happen. If you do post bond and get out of jail, Ms. Strom, hold on, let me just double check something in this case. You are required to comply with an emergency protective order in this case, and I'll explain what that means.
Could I ask for one of those two? I tried to ask for him last time, but she wouldn't, she said that once I went out of jail, I had to get a training order against him.
See, it's not Granny. It's not Granny. This is some girl out of the shot. But it's not Granny. I knew that. I said that. I said it. I said
Because he's
it.
the one that bothers me. He comes to my apartment and he bothers me there. And
Well, you could talk to your lawyer about that. What I'm telling you is that an emergency protective order is being issued in this case.
he's doing it from my apartment and it's my apartment.
I'm not kicking you out of your apartment. Just listen. This is for the protection of Renee, and it prohibits you from doing four things. First of all, you're prohibited from committing family violence against him, which is already illegal. Second of all, you're prohibited from communicating with him or members of his household or family in a threatening or harassing manner. Third, you're prohibited from going within 200 yards of his address at 304 East 7th Street. You cannot go within 200 yards of his address. Do you understand that?
Yeah, that's fine. I have no problem with that. I just was trying to get a.
I figured you would. So you're not going to be kicked out of your apartment, but you cannot go within 200 yards of where he's staying.
And he can't come to my apartment, though, right? Because he comes and harasses me at my apartment. That's why this is happening. 'Cause he won't-
Well, this restriction isn't on him. It's on you to stay away.
Can I get one? Because I don't want him coming near my apartment.
No, this has to do with you, not him.
So how can I get me a restraining order? I can-
Talk to your lawyer about it. Talk to your lawyer about it. You were out on bond for allegedly assaulting him in January. You're now being charged with assaulting him again today. This protective order, listen to me. This protective order has to do with you. And it has to do with you being prohibited from going near his residence. And listen to me, and it prohibits you from communicating with him in a threatening or harassing
Yeah,
manner.
try to harass him. He's willing to come to my house and harass me.
I'm not going to argue with him. Lastly, you're prohibited from carrying a firearm or ammunition.
That's fine with me. Can you change my apartment lease then, Rob, my rules then?
This protective order lasts for 2 months till May 13th.
No.
You're going to get a copy of it. Make sure you read it and comply with it, because if you violate it, it is punishable by up to a year in jail.
My lease apartment rules then as well.
Come up here and sign this protective order.
Just don't open the door.
He still comes and I'll be waiting outside my door, sitting outside the door and he won't leave.
Come on up here and sign the protective order. You're not admitting guilt of anything.
I'm guilty right now by saying that what piece of paper you are.
You're simply acknowledging that you've been informed of the terms of the protective order.
So, why don't you fucking protect him? You should protect the right people instead of the fucking ones that are doing it to the other person, liar. People are liars, just like him a liar.
Wow. Spicy.
Make sure you abide by the protective order.
Say it, don't tell me again. I already heard you. should start protecting the right people. You're protecting, you're allowing him to keep on hitting me and doing things against me. And I've asked for a restraining order last time.
One of the conditions is that you're not allowed to communicate with him in a threatening or harassing manner.
Today, he keeps going to my apartment. You guys keep on giving him the same thing because he called the police first. I don't know how he got any marks on him. That's his problem. He's
You want a court-appointed lawyer or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
attorney. Yeah, give me a court-appointed attorney so they can tell you go screw yourself again.
All right. Good luck, Ms. Strong.
Please. Good luck to you in your lives, Liza.
Bonnie Freeman,
There you go.
Yes, sir.
come on up.
Okay, here we go. It is Granny's turn. Oh my God. Wow. Following that, that is, that was just beautiful, really. Just beautiful. Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that. So like, yoga pants, that sounds like a perfect short. Wait. The grandma's name is Bonnie. Also, we are going to guess the crime. Go ahead, get your guesses in the chat. Think about your guesses if you're watching this in the replay crew. Think about what you think that Granny did, because we are about to find out. You guys have been literally making me laugh all day long. Stole your friend's bubble mug. That would be out of control. You think meth for Granny? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Being a Karen over loud noises. So what, disorderly conduct herself then, Bev? I think it might be meth. I mean, it might. Oh yeah, and Miss Carrie says Granny stole bomb pussy in the match and the man stole a car. Oh my God. That girl was lucky she didn't get contempt, but she sounds a little bit, you know. I think you mean the prize, but dang, Salty Buddha. Okay. Caught naked in a store. Oh my God. Arson, loitering, running a bet, or running a crack house from a nursing home. Slapped a Leo. No more bets. Did I hit no more bets? I didn't, but I will now. No more bets.
Unbalanced.
Ms. Freeman, you are charged with a third-degree felony injury to an elderly person.
Oh,
Do you have friends or family that can help bond you out?
Help bond me out.
Yeah.
I might be able to bond myself, but
How much money are you working with to bond out?
I have about 29,000 in my account. I have
Jesus.
Investments that are back in New Jersey.
Okay, so you got cash to bond out. Do you have friends or family that can access that to post bond for you?
And how much time, if you don't mind my asking?
When it's 24 hours a day, you'll be able to post bond. Do you have friends or family that
How
can access
much,
funds
she
to bond,
said.
post bond for you?
I'd like to think so, but I'm not absolutely sure. I
Do
don't,
you have family here in Austin?
no, I do not.
Do
I
you-
don't have a family kind of anymore. They're all deceased.
Okay. Ms. Freeman, your bond amount set at $1,000. Now, the law does not allow a personal bond on these types of cases, which is why I was asking you how much money you have available, because you're not going to be able to, I would give you a personal bond if I could, but I'm not allowed to. So I'm setting your bond at $1,000. Now, if someone comes down to the jail with $1,000, you'll be released and you'll get your money back at the end of the case as long as you show up for all your court dates. Now, you don't, do you currently live with Ronald Schneider?
I live in my house and Ronnie Schneider has also lived there.
Is he still living there?
I believe so.
How long have y'all lived in the same house?
I would say probably, maybe maybe 10 years.
Okay, so y'all live in the same place for the long time.
Yeah.
I'm not prohibiting you from going back to the place, but you're not allowed to have any threatening contact with him.
Okay.
So
My house.
you just need to be careful how you communicate with him.
Oh, I got it.
And y'all need to resolve any differences in a non-physical fashion. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do. Thank you.
Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own
I
lawyer?
would like to start with that.
Court-appointed.
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, good luck. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Did you make copies? All right. Make sure you show up for all your court dates, obey your bond conditions, stay out of trouble. Good luck.
Thank you.
Wow. I think he felt bad for her. We still got one more, right? Do we?
I did not.
No, no.
Interesting. Okay, we have one more clip for the day before we call it for tonight. I have some things to do around my house. Where's the clip? Hold on, let me grab it. I'll probably freeze up. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay. No, not that short and sweet. We'll go. Not that short and sweet. Is there somebody outside my door? Okay, well, hold on though. Okay, maybe I picked the
Is
wrong
Bridget
one. Oh.
Rafferty? Is Bridget Rafferty, if you could please unmute your device.
Let me see if I can get a hold of them 1 quick second.
Jesus Christ, what is this? Oh dear.
Unmute your device again, please. Can you hear me, Ms. Bridget Rafferty?
Your Honor.
Let me call us into session. The 37th Circuit Court is now in session with the Honorable Brian K. Kirkham presiding. It is Monday, on March 11, 2024 at 1:26 p.m. And this is 2023-3294 DZ. Bridget Rafferty, Terrence Rafferty, two plaintiffs versus Christina Rafferty, attorney Julia Gazuli is filling in for attorney Kelly for plaintiff.
Good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
I'll go to the attorney first as they represent the plaintiffs. And Ms. Zuli, enlighten me, what's happening in the case?
It is my understanding, Your Honor, that the parties had some sort of an agreement to mediate. There was an issue with paying the fee, and then we found out later by the defendant that she no longer wants to mediate. So upon discussion with Mr. Kelly, he had indicated to me that the parties would like to move forward with scheduling, I believe, an evidentiary hearing on this matter.
Okay. Miss Christine Rafferty, what's your position on this matter?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I had found out, on February 14th, after being contacted by the VA, that, in the planning of a memorial service for my late husband to be memorialized in Battle Creek, that, Bridget Rafferty had already, without my knowledge, signed paperwork, as my husband's next of kin in order to receive his burial flag and military honors at the funeral that she planned. And I am now having to go through the process with the VA and the National Cemetery Service of demonstrating that this was not correct. My children and I are the next of kin. And I take great offense to the fact that Bridget chose to fraudulently sign documents denying the
Hey,
existence of
ma'am,
her children.
that's not really involved in our case.
Well, that's why I have changed my mind. I don't believe that people who don't know my children, who defrauded to take something of theirs that their father served his whole life for, should be able to establish a relationship with my children. I no longer agree to it.
Okay. Well, okay, it looks like we've reached impasse and the mediation isn't gonna be again helpful in this matter. So what we will do is we will contact Miss Kelly at this point, and then Miss Christina Rafferty, and we'll set up a time when they're available and we'll have a trial on the matter.
Thank
So,
you, Your Honor.
okay, we'll have it set for trial, and I guess Ms. Zuli, what do you think time-wise? We're
If
gonna
we
need,
could, yes, I believe if we could get at least 60 days, 60 days, Your Honor, just in case for any trial prep.
okay, well, they'll set that based upon when they call you, et cetera. How many days do you think we're gonna need for trial?
I would say 1 day should suffice.
Okay,
Should.
Ms. Christina Rafferty, are you think 1 day would do this?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, we will contact you and probably the next day or so and set up a time when everyone's available, and then we'll try the case.
All right, thank you
Okay.
so much, Your Honor.
That's good. Thank you, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Free to go. Have a good afternoon.
You too,
You as
bye.
well.
In it, the Moore settlement.
How terrible, but true, Jonathan. And I think that they're trying to establish grandparents' rights, but
Please
then
unmute everybody.
sometimes I can't. I
Mr.
just know how to
Moore.
pick, don't I?
Unmute, please.
I'll do my best to get the trial. You guys know that.
Can you hear us, sir?
Oh, Donna.
Hello?
I can hear.
He was trying to talk, but we didn't hear. Can you try to speak again, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you can just speak up a little bit. Okay, but now this is case 2023-2553 DM, Lindsay Moore versus Randall Moore. It is Monday, March 11, 2024 at 1:31 PM. Attorney Todd for plaintiff and Attorney McNiff for defendant.
Okay. Good afternoon to everyone. Go to you first, Mr. Todd. I've been informed that you did have a resolution at mediation. Is that accurate?
Yep, we have, and we're just finishing circulating the signed agreement. So I
Okay,
think we just want to do a pro-con today.
okay,
You should have the signed one. We just emailed it.
Yep, I just got it.
okay. So you acknowledge that we did have resolution, Ms. McNiff?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Moore, I'm going to have you raise your right hand, be sworn in. We'll take some testimony and then we'll proceed.
Ma'am, do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Todd.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Moore, do you remember signing a complaint for divorce?
Yes.
At the time you signed that complaint, were all those allegations true, and do all those allegations remain true today?
Yes.
Did you live in this state for at least 180 days in this county for at least 10 days prior to filing the complaint?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to review the proposed judgment and believe it equitably divides all of your assets and debts?
Yes.
Are you currently pregnant?
I'm not.
Does the judgment of divorce, are the custody, parenting time, and child support provisions in the judgment of divorce in your children's best interest?
Yes.
Has there been a breakdown of the marriage relationship to the extent that the objects of matrimony have been destroyed and there remains no reasonable likelihood that the marriage can be preserved?
Yes.
Would you briefly describe for the court why that is?
We can no longer trust each other and we can no longer see eye to eye on anything.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Court is satisfied that the testimony does establish the statutory basis. There has been a showing there's been a breakdown of the marital relationship. The court will preserve the proofs at this time, pending the running of the time. We have about 12 days before we can get that entered, and hopefully we'll get the front of the court approval at about that time. So just so you know, you're not divorced till I sign that paperwork, which again may take a couple of weeks yet. But I want best of luck to both of you. I hope everything works out for you. And we'll end this proceeding at this time, and you can have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Very good, thank you. So let's go to. Please unmute both of you. Mr. Henker, can you talk to us? You're still muted.
There we go.
Can you hear us, sir?
Yes, we can hear you guys.
Okay. Thank you for your patience. This is case 2023-2252 DC. Jeffrey Henker versus Samantha Gilman. It is Monday, March 11, 2024 at 1:34 p.m.
Good afternoon to both of you. I've been informed by the mediator that you were not able to get the matter resolved at mediation. Is that accurate, Mr. Henker?
Yes.
Okay. And Ms. Gilman, is that your understanding as well?
Yes.
Okay. So it looks like we're going to need a trial date. What we will do is we will contact both of you and we'll see when you're both available to have a trial in this matter, and then we will do it, probably set it for a one-day trial and address everything we need to at that point. Is there anything else, Mr. Henker, you have, or any questions?
No, I don't think so, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Gilman, any questions you have or anything else before we conclude?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. We will be in touch with you. We'll set up a trial date and then proceed at that time. Okay? Okay. Thank you. You're free to go. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you. You too.
You too, Your Honor.
What in the fuck? Why are the two of them there? Why did both of them speak? I don't understand.
Beth versus Daniel.
Did I write there?
What is with the chest tattoos today as well, guys?
Or
She looks high as fuck.
Please
She
unmute
looks
both
higher
of
than
you.
me.
You said not settled.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, they went to mediation. So, Mr. Daniel, can you hear me? You're still muted. Can you try to speak one more time, please?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, now we can. Okay. Thank you. So this is case 2023-3106 DC. So Randa Smith versus Devin Daniel. It is Monday, March 11, 2024 at 1:36 p.m.
Good afternoon to both of you. I'll go to Ms. Smith first because she is the plaintiff. Ms. Smith, we did get notice that you were not able to get resolution at mediation. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And Mr. Daniels, that's your understanding as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, at this point, then what we're going to have to do is set this for trial. We will set it for a one-day trial. And what we'll do is we will be in touch with both of you, and we'll call you and then probably put you on a conference call and then see what date works for both of you. And then we will set it for trial, okay?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Smith, do you have any questions at this point?
No, sir.
And Mr. Daniel?
Not at the moment, sir.
Okay. Okay, we will be in touch with you probably in the next day and probably sometime tomorrow and set up a trial date. And then we'll proceed.
Roger that.
Okay. Thank you. You're free to go. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Thank you very much.
What an unusual couple. Oh, where is he? Bye-bye, buddy. Hi, Tommy. Hope you're doing well. I saw you pop into the chat today. You guys, make sure to check out Tommy V and MI, another great channel around these parts. Weird. What a clusterfuck of cases today. But I had a really good time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I apologize that it's a short one, but I'm sorry, not sorry. We will do long ones later this week. I know that. Jonathan, I know you're right here. Mediation is the party's best chance to get what they both want. But they didn't do it. So that's the way it is. I got to figure out what to have for dinner around these parts. My brain wants to go out for dinner. My wallet says, you can't go out, girl. Go to the closet. Go out to your pantry. So thank you again. Oh, Miss Carrie, you want to see cool? Check out my new outro that I've got made. Remember that I love you guys. I am proud of you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.